What's up, guys? It's me, Shinobi Street Ninja, back at it. I'm here to show you some new training footage for my upcoming boxing match. We're having a good time. We're doing the mitts, we're doing the bags. So follow me along for the journey. Starting off with some shadow boxing and some footwork, just warming up, getting loose. It's very important to always visualize. Think about different angles, think about how to approach an opponent, keep the range. You have to use your imagination to visualize that there's an actual opponent. It's called shadow boxing for a reason. Now I'm starting to hit some pads with Scythe, and the main thing is to maintain your breath while you're striking. It's hard to keep a normal heart rate and a normal pace of breathing because of the intensity of the pace here. So what I try to do is I exhale when I'm throwing the strike, so it's an outward projection, and then I try to inhale through my nose between the blows. There's not a lot of time to catch your breath. What Coach Scythe here was saying was I should try and sit more on the punches and not bounce too much. I think because I did karate in the early days, I was bouncing a lot, and that kind of carried over now into the boxing, but it does take a lot of energy. Remember, the one who's the most relaxed will likely win the fight. So here it's different combinations he's telling me to throw. These hooks are a little hard to get right because you're supposed to turn the hip over instead of using your shoulder. And I was doing a little bit too much with my shoulder, I think. But it was getting better. You see the foot turnover there too. So now we got the heavy bag, and just working on the bobbing, the weaving, the slipping, the rolling, the feinting. And then he's showing me actually how to throw a 1-2 and throw through the target. So what he does here is he steps through and his shoulder rolls over. He's turning his shoulders across so that the cross goes through, which I wasn't doing. I was just doing it like karate style. So I'm throwing 1, 2, and then a roll, and anticipating the counter attack. And then we get into some rolling into the hook. So it's like 1, 2, roll, hook. So you're putting your weight behind the punches, and each punch leads into either a slip or a punch. Boxing is all about these small little adjustments. You can see his technique is much crisper and sharper than mine. So I have a lot to learn, a lot of little adjustments to make. See, there is I think I'm rolling the wrong way. Then he's telling me, no, you gotta roll into the hook, not against the hook. So there he's doing the 1-2 again. It's just a different kind of hit. Like, there's boxing, and then there's just dudes who punching. Like, it's not the same. The way they punch, it's a lot more efficient and a lot more kinetic force behind the punch. Now I'm with my other coach, Ali Reza. Really good coach, doing some more mitts. And he is a real stickler for cardio and keeping up the pace and conditioning. I mean, there's a lot of technique as well, but he's putting the pace on me to get me to keep the speed, the tempo, and he's poking holes in my stance, my defense as well. But here I'm trying to keep the pace as high as possible. So when he shows me the shot, I try and get it as quick as possible. I'm not trying to load up. I'm just trying to snap the punch and bring it back. But this 1-2 slip 3, it's like, it looks easy, but he's just breaking it down to make it smoother and tighter. Every little incremental difference you can make to trim the fat off these combos, you know what I mean? It can make a big difference. So it's getting better as we go along. Trying to get that hook perfect. And I don't usually like to spar in Orthodox, but I always try to hit the mitts in Orthodox as much as possible because that's my weaker stance. And it's good to train where you're weak instead of just always relying on your strengths. So these rounds don't maybe look that long, but they feel long, and they're getting longer each time. So the first was about 2 minutes maybe, and then the next one around 3 or 4, and the last one about 4.5. So it's harder and harder each time because you're getting more and more tired, and it's getting longer, and he's pushing you harder and harder. But this is how you get better. And I'm not even showing all these crazy workouts we're doing in between the technical stuff and the sparring and whatnot. I'm showing the more interesting stuff, but there's a lot of burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, and all that goes into it, sprinting and just bag work. This is just, I think, more visually interesting to watch, but it's a low percentage of what we actually do. But you can see, trying to keep things fast, keep things tight, keep things sharp, snappy, and sit on the punches, keep my range. But yeah, it's not easy. It's fun though. I was dripping with sweat, I'll tell you that for free. And we're just in a little corner of the gym too. It's funny. We have a good time. And I love this because they push me. I wouldn't be able to do this on my own. There's no one gonna push you harder than a good coach, right? Like, you have to have the discipline, but you really do need somebody who's gonna push you. And honestly, they have to kind of scream at you and shout at you and get you to keep going when you think you're gonna give up. It's like that Shaolin mindset that I love so much. You know, the Bushido mindset that goes into all this. It's not just about punching. It's about a lot more than that. It's a kind of a spiritual thing going on at the same time. But I mean, I think I look better here than I did when I was with Saif the last time, so I'm just getting better and getting more used to the physical exertion of it. You gotta be able to bounce, flow, flick, and then sit down, throw the combo, and then moves. So it's not one gear. You gotta be able to switch gears at the right time, and don't go in all in and gas out. You gotta take your recovery between the combos when you can. Take a deep breath, reset, and then go. But here, it doesn't look like it. Maybe I'm trying to hide it, but I know I'm dying inside. Like, you can't really see it here until the end when he lets me off the hook, but it's just go, go, go. And then right at the end, he's gonna tell me just straight punches. 4, boom, 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 and my shoulders are burning right here. So I'm just trying to throw them from the hip, like Wing Chun style almost, and just, yeah, you can see there. Ooh, I'm tired. And then here we go again. This is the 4.5. I switched to southpaw because not only am I tired, but I'm more comfortable in southpaw, and I want to at least get a round in southpaw because that's how I'd probably end up fighting. If I'm gonna fight, it's gonna be probably a southpaw stance. But that hook is coming over the top. He's telling me to raise it up to eye level almost. But you can get a lot of power into that hook. He's looking for holes in my defense. And I've sparred Ali Reza, and even when he's barely trying, he makes me look kind of silly. So I know he knows what he's doing. He's a tournament champion and he's been doing this his whole life. But I love the mitts, honestly. Sparring's fun, but it's also, you gotta worry about getting hit, you gotta worry about a lot of things, the headgear and all that. The mitts, it's just pure, you put all your force into it. You don't hold back. It's about getting these shots across the target, through the target, as fast and as quick as you can, and as hard as you can, and just sharpening your tools, sharpening your weapons. I love this 1, 2, 3. You block, you throw with the blocking hand, you throw after the block. It feels kind of Mayweather-esque, but that's how if you block, then you're on the inside of their guard, right? So if they throw a hook, you block it, then you pop with the shot from the hand you're blocking with, because you're already inside the guard. So they open up their guard. It's a good little trick if you want to get inside their guard. And man, these punches looking a little bit slower and labored. Not much pop to them anymore. After the first couple minutes, it's just about surviving that. I like that ba-boom, the uppercut, sort of swinging it from the ground and using your legs. He showed me twist the whole hip behind that. I'm really trying to throw everything behind that uppercut. I would like to see a bit more in the knees coming from the ground up, because I think those are how you get the real power behind the uppercut. But of course I'm exhausted here, and I know that. Watching it now, you can't really tell, but I'm almost falling off balance with the cross. So that's, yeah, I want to be leaning a little bit more forward and squatting a bit more. But it's crazy how much it takes out of your legs to do this, just to slip that hook. It's just burning the thighs, the calves. And he knows what buttons to push to give you that workout. Like, he knows how to make you suffer, basically. I say he's a bit sadistic, but in a good way. Like, I love him for it. That's the thing. And here's just that at the end of each round, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to do like a chain punch, you know, the straight blast, the Wing Chun style. But it's hard, and my elbow's going a bit up too much. I like to keep the elbows down. There, I'm going one more, boom, just passing. Alright, for the rest of this, I'm just going to show bag work. This was basically the first workout I did post the Max Holloway BMF fight, so I'm trying my best here to learn from how he did in that fight and do some of the techniques like he did them in that fight. If you watched this far, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. I love you guys, and see you in the next video.
Shinobi out!